Good day, this is WesternPacificWeather.com's 10th video update for Tropical Storm Maon. It is the 21st of July 2011, 08 Zulu, 5 p.m. Japan time. Maon was last located 580 kilometers south-southeast of Tokyo with maximum sustained winds of 65 kilometers per hour gusting to 95. Maon is moving southeastward at 15 kilometers per hour. As of the latest warning, JWC actually downgraded Maon to a tropical depression with sustained winds of up to 55 kph. JMA is still holding on to that tropical storm intensity, and our latest updated winds here are kind of in the middle of the two forecasting agencies here. In terms of the visible image, you can see Maon circulation barely distinguishable amongst these clouds here on the image. Definitely we still have Maon circulation here south of Tokyo, and also the clouds associated with the frontal boundary well east of Honshu here along the northern Pacific Ocean. In terms of convective activity and also just rain in general, most of it has have waned, and the low-level circulation center is still intact. However, you can see in this microwave image, and also that activity remaining primarily to the south of the center. In terms of the thermal profile here from NOAA, we still have Maon as a warm core tropical cyclone, although we expect Maon to begin that extratropical transition as early as Saturday as it moves east of the Tohoku region. In terms of winds, most of the Kanto region is still reporting winds of around 20 to 30 kilometers per hour. The strongest winds you can find along the coast here, up to 40 kilometers per hour actually along the sea. And also here Itsu Islands reporting as much as 70 kilometers per hour winds from the northeast. I'm not sure if those are winds, wind gusts or sustained, but definitely still some around tropical storm force winds there, and that is why JMA is still holding on to the warnings for much of Japan. Actually, most of them are advisories along the coastal areas for waves, high waves, and gale force winds, also to the south of the country there. And also you can see in this warnings red highlighted here in the image, indicating possibility of landslides and mudslides due to that heavy rain loosening the soil, saturating the ground. So watch out for the possibility of those. And yeah, we expect those high waves and also those rip currents and gale force winds to continue all throughout today and possibly into Friday. And as Maon moves eastward, definitely those threats will continue for much of Tohoku region, also here in Fukushima prefectures. And also you remember the nuclear plant here situated actually along the coastal plains here. Although yeah, we've read the latest news, and they are the authorities are actually prepared, as they say, for the approach of Maon. Although, as I said, Maon will be well east of the region to bring that much damage to the plant, but still possibility of winds could still affect the region there, and also that radioactive content there could also be affected. So yeah, definitely just keep on watching the news for the latest, especially along that warning and the nuclear plant there. And yeah, as for the latest news here, we actually received word of a one fatality in Kochi prefecture there, and also as much as more than 50 people actually injured according to the latest news reports there. So Maon, even though just brushing the coast, definitely felt for much of Japan its effects, and actually flights and train services cancelled yesterday and 2 days ago, Monday and Tuesday, as Maon moves into Shikoku and southern Honshu there. As for rain, definitely received much heavy rain in Shikoku, and also here in Kansai, Kanto, and Shikoku definitely, and Chubu as much as 1000 millimeters according to JMA actually, and also one weather station reported 850 millimeters of rain in 24 hours, which sets the rainfall record for Japan. So Maon definitely having that punch as it made landfall there yesterday and 2 days ago in Shikoku and Honshu, and hopefully conditions will gradually improve along much of the country here in terms of precipitation and strong winds. And that is where we'll go today with the forecast. You can still see Maon, and also that turning to the north as forecast by the computer models. This is the wind shear map, and most models and forecast agencies are actually forecasting Maon to slightly strengthen as it moves into relatively favorable conditions, although as it tracks north and begins that extratropical transition, we expect Maon to gradually weaken in terms of intensity there. And as for the forecast track, computer models are again with pretty good agreement with regards to the movement of Maon to the north, well east of Tohoku region and well southeast of Hokkaido. But again, those influence in terms of waves and gale force winds will definitely continue to affect these said places until this weekend. And you can also see in this forecast by the Euro model, the ECMWF, that by Sunday morning Japan time, Maon will be well east of Hokkaido. There's still strong tropical storm actually here being forecast by the Euro by that time frame. Now for JMA, again in good agreement, forecast agencies are actually in good agreement to the northward turn progression of Maon. As I said, JDWC now forecasting Maon to remain tropical depression, although it could slightly strengthen just below tropical storm strength into Friday, and is expected to become an extratropical cyclone as early as Sunday morning there when it reaches the 14 north latitude. Now here we are also for Western Pacific weather, also forecasting Maon to remain that intensity weak cyclone as it moves north, and by Sunday we do expect Maon also to begin that extratropical cyclone transition. But you can see in this track that Maon will be far away from the mainland to have any sort of extensive or significant damage. But as I said, those possibility of rip currents and high waves will remain throughout the country and also throughout the eastern portions of Honshu the next 2 to 3 days actually. Now we move on to the Philippine Sea. East of the Philippines we have a newly formed Invest 93W near Yap and Palau. Here you can see this visible image, those converging winds and also the firing off of convection. You can see here not much is forecast computer models are actually forecasting this to slowly and gradually move northwest, becoming a depression, weak cyclone as early as next week. You can see in this ASCAT latest ASCAT image, there's a very weak circulation south of Yap, around 20 to 30 km/h winds, so definitely not threatening just yet. But again, as it moves northwest, and the computer models are in good agreement in terms of a cyclone formation in this region for the next 3 to 6 days, with the GFS being the most aggressive in terms of strength. In terms of forecast, most of them are forecasting this to move northwest and could approach northeast Luzon by the middle of next week, Wednesday. And you can see in this Euro model, latest ECMWF model, that by Tuesday morning Philippine time, a weak cyclone, probably tropical depression or tropical storm at best, will approach northeast Luzon, and by Wednesday the Euromodel is forecasting this cyclone to be just east of Tuguegarao here, making landfall. But that is too far away. Still lots of times to go in terms of forecast being changed by the models. Here are the other models, CMC, UKMet, and GFS, also showing that GFS actually showing the potential cyclone to veer away from North Luzon and just go through Luzon straight next week. NOGAPS and CMC also showing that weak cyclone to form here in this region. So yeah, just keep on watching, and also just keep it right here for the latest updates, and as Invest 93W develops for the next 2 to 3 days. And yeah, that is the update for today. Hope you post those comments. Also just email us philippinweather@yahoo.com for questions and comments with regards to improving our updates. And as I said, just head on to westernpacificweather.com for the latest developments regarding Mayon, also for the future development of 93W if it does become a cyclone here. So again, see you in our next update, and bye bye.